Fixing the leaking garden room roof might have been the easiest DIY job I've ever done, and I wish that I'd done it sooner. Last year when I built the garden room, I installed a felt roof and tacked it in place, which means on day one of installing a new roof, I'd already made it so much easier for it to leak. And a lot of people who saw that video said that it would leak, and they were right. So 1 year later, I can't ignore the leaks in the garden room anymore, and I've got to do something about it. That's where this super simple fix comes in. I'm planning to replace the old leaking felt with some new EPDM rubber roof membrane, and I only have to stick it in place. But to start with, I've got to remove all of the fascias and make sure all of the nails have been pulled out of the surface of the roof. Any sharp objects on the roof could pierce the new membrane. With the fascias removed, which were holding it in place, I got to work on ripping away the felt, and I was a little bit worried about what I was going to see. A year's worth of leaks is not going to be kind to the timber underneath. Luckily, there wasn't too much damage and we didn't have to replace any of the OSB boards. The new system is called SkyGuard by Rubber for Roofs, and to get it on the roof, we simply rolled it all up and carried it up the ladder. And once the material was on the roof, we just needed to set it out in its final resting position. But we needed to find a way to roll the material back so we could expose the roof so we could apply the adhesive. We decided to use an old piece of 50mm pipe, which gave the material structure and made it so much easier to roll. All the adhesive, roller and tray all came in the kit, so it was super easy to apply. The adhesive is water-based, so you simply roll it onto the roof just like you would paint a wall. And this part was pretty satisfying. And at this point, I was super happy with the progress. We'd done all of this work and it wasn't even lunchtime. I decided to leave 100mm of the perimeter of the roof unpainted. That's because the kit comes with a different type of adhesive which is applied with a mastic applicator. Therefore, I added a bead of adhesive all the way around the perimeter of the roof, which is going to guarantee that this never comes unstuck. And to finish up the project, we put the fascias back on, cut away any of the excess rubber membrane, and run a small bead of more seal between the rubber and the fascia board, just to help prevent water getting between the rubber and the fascia board. And what we're left with is a roof that not only looks amazing, but I can guarantee it'll perform for a very long time.